I'm just quickly going over my controls and gameplay settings and audio and video settings as well. So basically this is my settings. Shoulder stick sensitivity is my own preference. I like it going fast. And metal stick sensitivity is at full. What else could there be? Something like, no, nothing useful. Control schemes, I use shoulder buttons as alternate, so you can turn and go crouching or prone on your turn with the right analog stick. It's useful when you're running and you press once the R3 button, you can do this awesome slide and slide to cover. And well, I rarely use vehicles, but I kinda like that these trigger buttons, whatever, are the brake and accelerating things. In advance of the controls menu, it's pretty important that you switch the stick aiming acceleration to 0, because if you have it like in 50% and you tilt your controller aiming like whatever value, and the next time you tilt it a bit more, a bit less, it's always like a different speed, although the amount will be same. But it messes up your, what do you call it, like the backbone or something, backbone aiming. Like if you hear an enemy on the right or left, you know how much you turn. Yeah, these are basically just personal or controller preferences. Test them out. But for the yes. For the L2 and R2, especially for the shooting button R2, I like to keep it as minimum, so as soon as I hit it, it gives the maximum input value. So there's not that little lag when you press it. Shoulder zoom sensitivities I keep at default 100%. And like I said, these tanks and cavalry settings I rarely use, so I tend to play around with them. Vehicle decope aiming is for if the driver is turning and you don't want it to affect your aiming. So if you're aiming at a player or the enemy and the driver turns a bit, your aiming won't be affected as much, at least. And this uniform shoulder aiming is something like let's keep it on. It's hard to describe how it affects, but it helps with the muscle memory aiming again, or the backbone, whatever aiming. And for gameplay settings, what could be here? Yeah, kill log is actually good. You know what is happening. You get more info from around you. And I like to show it all because there's like team and squad or only me or nearby. But I like to keep it all so I get a feeling if I see some flag is being captured, and I see like 5 my teammates getting killed, I know that they're gonna need some backup there, instead of if I see 5 enemies getting killed in the area, I could go for another flag instead. I had this on earlier, but it just blocks the view, and I like the towers to be hidden. I see them from the scoreboard anyway. Hit indicators. I got this hint that if you get a hit, you get some different colors for headshot, and for kill. So you basically get the quick feedback, and you don't have to wait for the kill log to be activated. Damage-based shape is like if you hit an enemy player or a tank. So, you know, if you hit something and you get a hit mark, you know, if it's a tank, you better run, unless you're assault or something like support, and you could be attacking it with something. Or if you're in a vehicle and you shoot something, and yeah, well, you get the picture. Well, minimap sizes. I've never found a good zoom radius for this flight thing, so test it out for yourself. But on foot, I like it to be more like closer to where I am, like 2 blocks or something like that. And I like to have a bit bigger minimap. Yeah, this is sometimes quite disturbing when you're just looking around and you see your own player, and then you see like enemy flag or something like that. For example, you could go for shooting because you see the red dot above his head, or vice versa. You see enemy, but you see your own flag above his head. But I still like to keep this at full when I'm not aiming down sights. But when I'm aiming down sights, I like to see that enemy soldiers and friendlies more, because at that moment I'm not running anywhere near the objectives, so I don't need to basically know where they are. I should be aware of them anyway. Camera shake, yeah, I don't like it shaking, so it's down to the minimum for me. And I keep the aim assist on because my turning speed is it's almost the maximum, so it's easier to shoot when someone is like further away, or if you're turning fastly 180 or something like that. Yeah, I like to have some music on, but I tend to keep it to the minimum so I can hear footsteps, etc. Output configuration is also what the equipment you have. So if you have a surround headset like this Sony headset, which has 7.1 surround sound, I have these, and I like these settings for this headset. I don't know why, but I can hear where the footsteps are coming, and although with some other presets I could get them, like I could hear them further away, but not so specifically the direction. And yeah. Language. I only speak English and Finnish, so, and I want to understand what is going on at the battlefield. If I would want to learn something like different languages that the game has, like Russian and French, whatever, I could turn this off, but I tend to have it on because I like it. I like to understand what is everyone doing and shouting. Not like, there's enemy, or just like, I'm changing mag. So, I keep the VoIP off because most of the time people are just breathing in their microphones, and I prefer to use the microphone or chatting in the PlayStation party. What else do we have? Video. Yeah, brightness and field of view are personal preferences. Setting this field of view too high, your depth of the view will get like, you can see a narrow area, but you can see like further, or is it, which way is it actually? Yeah, if you set it narrow, you can see further away, but if you set it to larger area of the picture, you can see around you when you're standing still. But then you can see like nearer or only, not so far, I think. Could be vice versa. But I have these on the basic settings, so. And if you play with these your settings, if you want to try if it affects your aiming downsides. That's about it. Also, if you want to use like L1 and R1 buttons for your shooting and spotting, then you can change your controller settings here, but I don't know if that's a good thing. I haven't done so. Okay, that's it. Thanks.